region or the Kikuyu vote. And then I asked myself, when did I wish to aspire to be a Kikuyu leader? When did I sit down to aspire to be a regional leader? If you look at me, I don't look like any tribe. If you look at me and my names, I don't appear like I'm from any region. And some lady yesterday in Jersey asked me, how come you only have 2 names? I said, I can only ask my mother. You're also a mother of a kid. So, the idea is that you can derail somebody because he's being forthright, that you can scare people and saying he's a proxy, that you can scare somebody by saying we are dividing, will not help. In the year 2002, President Kibaki ran against Uhuru Kenyatta. Why did people say the 2 of them were dividing Kikuyus? It's an issue. In 2007, when every Kikuyu vote went to the same basket, Kikuyus have never been displaced the way they were displaced. This is a fact. These things are there. Because we are thinking as communities, instead of thinking how to embrace each other and build a progressive country. We can only build our country if we think as Kenyans. We can only build our country if communities are not placed at the top. We can enjoy the diversities of our communities, but it should never be a priority. We can only build on the strength of being a Kenyan by being Kenyan. There are no 2 ways about it. So despite all these things, I sat down and said, why are these people running scared? Because it's not about Peter. It's about us. It's about you and me. It's about our future. I've never made any declaration anywhere. All I did is I said, guys, I will not run again as a member of parliament. I will not run as a governor. I will not run as a senator. Rumors started flying. And they flew. He's a proxy, he's this, he's that. But I'm determined that no amount of mud will stick on my back. And if those guys are scared before I make an announcement, then I get worried what will happen when I officially make one. And I've said I will leave no doubt as to what the intention is. To me, name and fame will not play the game next year. It is the ability. It's the ability. And the next leader of Kenya must be somebody who has a vision, has ability, must be consistent, must be somebody who has a passion, must be somebody who has energy to work for the people of Kenya. And I want to ask of you, many people will stand the way I've stood here. Evaluate us. Put us on this screen, evaluate us. Look at the positions we have held. Ask yourself, if this person has not been able to manage a constituency, how can he manage a bigger constituency called Kenya? So, be the person who will be part of Kenyans' reasoning and rationalizing and saying Kenya deserves the best. Because I believe that if we evaluate leadership, we can have what we want. Unfortunately, we allow ourselves to get derailed. I believe Kenya has very good people. Kenya has very good leadership, but that leadership has not been extracted and made to serve. Because if we want to make things easy, then we must as a group define what kind of leadership Kenya deserves. If we do not, we are going to have another 5 years of long wait. And especially you guys who are exposed, will continue sending more money. Therefore, I'm appealing to you. The bill on citizenship and immigration is before Parliament in the next 2 weeks. By December, you'll be able to register. If you had revoked your Kenya citizenship, you'll be able to recover it. We are trying to see that you do not need an ID to have a voter. If you have a Kenyan passport, you should be able to vote, should be able to register. I know that the government is in the process of setting 4 or 5 more consulates so that it can provide services to more Kenyans instead of having to rely on DC. The intention then will be that those officers become returning officers' office for an election. And I know from Isaac that the intention is for Kenyans abroad to actually vote in the electronic manner. And you vote for the presidency only. That is what I know. So I want to ask you, take advantage of it. Be part of the change. Be part of the program that will move Kenya forward. Kenya is a nice place, but we lose opportunities every day. I want to tell you this, and I know you've traveled many places of the world. And I've said this wherever I've been. I've been to many places. I've been to over 100 countries of the world. I have seen 2 or 3 beautiful cities, which I acknowledge are beautiful. But I've never seen a country as beautiful as Kenya. And what saddens me is that we lose opportunities every day to make ourselves proud of our country. But together, we can think and reason of how to make Kenya better than it is. When I was in school,